So for today's warm up, we actually have we did a plane pull. This is at O'Hare Airport. This was a special event to raise money for Special Olympics. I don't know if you can see it, but I was actually the anchor on this, so I'm all the way back pulling with my one lat too. So I only did it right-handed, and then we basically pulled right into the gym. A couple of us, one was my client, one was my friend. We went right from the plane pull to the gym, and I was squatting. And this is a new bar for me. For the last year and a half, I've only used a safety squat bar outside of competition, literally just warming up in the warm-up room for meets with a straight bar for the first time. So nice to have something different on my back. This is actually the Yukon bar from Titan Fitness. Totally different. And somebody else can tell me in the comments, because I have no experience really with a Buffalo bar or a Duffalo bar. I mean, we had one years ago. I don't think I used it that often. So the first thing I noticed doing these is the bar just straight wobbles, like it wants to pull you forward and then shake. So it was taking me a couple sets just to figure out how to deal with that wobble, especially when you hit the hole. I think the answer is just to get incredibly tight. But it was great. And then we got 465 on the bar plus double red bands. Double red bands, probably another 50 pounds at the top. We'll check that with the fishing scale that we have one of these times, and I'll make sure. But yeah, I had 3 sets of 6 with this weight. I did use spotters because the wobble was just making me a little bit nervous. You know, this is still a low enough RPE. I really wasn't probably at risk of failure. I will say probably the 18th rep did feel difficult. It wasn't necessarily easy. It was an awesome workout. So these were awesome. You see that wobble right there. But yeah, these were absolutely awesome. Sets of 6 were good. Right into back extensions, you know, as a unofficial world record holder, I got to keep my back extensions up. And realistically, I find these just to be such an awesome workout. You know, get a nice pump in the lower back, glutes, sometimes hamstrings. Kind of depends on how heavy I go. These are something obviously I got from my coach, Pete Rubish. He was really big on these in his training. I absolutely love them. And also, as somebody with herniated discs in my back, I find these to be super back safe. I've never once had aggravation or pain from doing them. And even today with my, half lat tear, these were pretty lat safe, and it just wasn't causing me any discomfort. So happy to get through these. This was 345 for 2 sets of 8. So just kind of getting some volume in after the squats, which, felt really good. And I did do some reverse hypers after that, which is really good for, my lower back health, because it's really important for me to just kind of keep everything healthy with those herniated discs. And then, I was given an RPE on these, which is not what we always do, but so it's supposed to be like RPE 8. It's probably not, but with that lat tear, this is me just kind of taking it easy and getting some blood flow back into there just to make sure everything heals up nice.